What's up, guys? Back for another video, and today we're going to be checking out Treyarch's new dev talk with Matt Scronch, talking about some new updates to multiplayer. So hopefully guys enjoy this type of video. Let me know by subscribing and liking the video. So let's get on to this video.
Hey everyone, Matt Scronch, design director at Treyarch, back
What's
again
up, Matt?
to talk about some updates for multiplayer in Black Ops 7.
Okay.
So the first topic I want to touch on is the whole aim down sights, ADS, while sliding, diving, wall jumping topic. So in the beta, that did require you to take the dexterity perk. The team looked at all of our options and ultimately landed on providing the most fluid experience by default, which does mean we've reintroduced the ability to aim down sights while sliding, diving, and wall jumping by default. You do not need to take the dexterity perk. Dexterity will still speed up those interactions, sprint to fire, slide to fire, but you will not need dexterity perk to ADS while doing those actions.
Let's go. Okay, so dexterity was definitely a crutch when it comes to like how the game felt. It felt more smooth when using dexterity, and if you're not using dexterity, it was just clunky. So I'm glad that they made it default. Dexterity will still work with like sprint to fire time, slide to fire, and I think that's how it should be. So I like that change, and overall good change for dexterity.
Okay, next one I want to touch on is just to reconfirm a topic I touched on in our last dev update about footstep volume. We have slightly increased the volume of our footsteps in multiplayer. We're very happy with where they're at, where it's going to incentivize more stealth play styles without over-indexing on the need for the ninja perk. Okay,
so footstep audio, I didn't really think it was too bad, but I'm glad that they're bumping it up. I did have some cases where I could not hear footsteps at all, and they're right behind me, and I just get shot in the back. So hopefully, this new change helps out that a little bit. And yeah, so slide tuning. Oh,
next I want to touch on where we've landed with our slide
Let's
tuning
see if they nerfed
coming out of the beta for launch. Alongside that dexterity change and the ADS change, we have slowed down the slide speed a bit, and we reduced the distance a bit, but I promise you it still feels great, it still feels fluid, but we want to make sure that that's not the only way you can.
I guess we'll just gotta find out. I guess that's how, so like the sliding was kind of crazy, like especially coming around the corner, and very hard to track. I mean, sliding is probably going to still be the quote-unquote meta, but I feel like it's going to be toned down, and it's not going to be as crazy, which I hope for, because sliding was kind of crazy in this game. Hopefully, it makes a difference. I don't know. And they're going to be talking about the thing I've been complaining about since the beta, and it's the mantle speeds. So let's see what he says.
So we saw the feedback. We agree. Some of the mantles felt a little slow. So the team is going through every single mantle in the game to make sure that we have a consistent speed and fill.
Oh my gosh,
everything
bro.
feels fast and fluid. The next one is a meaty topic, and it's about our perks and our perk distribution. Got a lot of feedback. We made some changes ahead of beta coming out of our blog. A lot of you had a lot of feedback on that, which we appreciate. But the big changes that we're going to focus on here for launch are: one, we want to make sure that we are incentivizing and allowing for varied play styles. Two, we saw a lot of feedback on how stacked slot 1 was. Made some adjustments there that I think you're going to be happy with. And then three, there were some kind of niche underutilized perks. So we've actually made some combinations of perks to make those chunky decisions and choices. Okay, let's get into the details. First change, we've actually moved Tech Mask to slot 2 from slot 1. That's going to allow for classes like Flak Jacket, Tech Mask, and Guardian for a very strong support tanky class. We've moved Tac Sprinter to slot 1 from slot 3, Looper to slot 3 from slot 2. And that's going to let you loop your score streaks. Cold-Blooded.
So, and now it's in slot 3. So I'm going to be rocking Looper then. Yeah, I'm going to be rocking Looper.
Is going to slot 3 from slot 1. That's going to allow for full stealth classes like Ghost, Ninja, and Cold-Blooded.
Oh, Ninja's in perk 1? Okay, so, no wait, I think it's always been in perk 1.
From slot 1. And then we'll start getting into the combination.
That's very interesting. I kind of like this.
That I touched on.
I like that Looper's in
which allows you to move by traps without setting them off, has been added to Engineer. So that's going to be a fun perk where you can actually see enemy equipment through the world and then also approach it and not set those traps off. Vendetta, which allows you to see the location of your previous killer, has been added to Assassin. So if you really want to target a single player on the enemy team, this is going to be your perk. So one for our melee players, we've actually added Bruiser, which gives you increased health regen and score for melee kills to close shave. So if you want to go all in on that melee playstyle, this is going to be the perk for you. Hunter's Instinct, which gives you intel on a nearby enemy for a kill, has been added to Tracker. So that's all about tracking your enemy locations. And then one super excited about, we've actually added Quartermaster, which recharges your equipment to Gearhead, and that has moved to slot 1. And if you're all about the gadgets, or if you're all about the field upgrades and the equipment, this is going to be the perk for you. So with all of these changes to our perks, the team is very excited. We think you'll be very excited. And of course, we're very much looking forward to your feedback. Okay, next up, I want to touch on what we're doing with Aim Assist in Black Ops 7. So first off, we're looking very closely at the data. And the data says that controller players are winning slightly more close range engagements, and then keyboard mouse players are winning slightly more in those long range engagements. So what we're going to do here is to try to close that gap. Take a very
I feel like controller players win more close range, but I don't think it's slightly, but
close look at the strength of Aim Assist across all of those ranges. And then additionally, we are looking at rotational aim assist and the requirement for your right aim stick to be moving in the direction of your target. We'll have more.
Oh, okay. So basically when you're strafing, you gotta like use your right stick to initiate that rotational. I kind of like that. Okay. I kind of like that a lot. It's somewhat of a skill gap, but like, it's not too hard to like learn. I feel like we just gotta test it out first, see how that goes. But I mean, I like it. You have to use both analog sticks to initiate rotational, and just instead of just using the left stick. And they're gonna be adding that to Warzone. I think I saw a tweet. I might put it on the screen if I can find it. Okay, that's good. That's good to hear.
To share soon. That's my time for today. Of course, we have more details coming on
really
maps,
fast,
modes, weapons, and
really fast
as we head into launch.
Okay. Oh,
Treyarch just put out
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. But yeah, I guess we could check out some tweets here. So I found a tweet. Raven Silver says aim assist changes. Okay, hit right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So this is basically what they're going to be doing here. Raven Software says aim assist changes that are coming to Black Ops 7, including rotational aim assist updates, will be added to Warzone with Season 1. I feel like aim assist should be nerfed. Like the rotational aim assist is OD. It might be the strongest aim assist in any FPS out there, in my personal opinion. And I've been playing on controllers since World at War. So, yeah, I feel like it's going to add a little bit of a skill gap, and the people that are already good at the game are not going to be affected, at least for me. I don't think I'm going to be affected at all. And I think it's going to be a fun year. No SBMM, aim assist nerf, changes to perks, changes to sliding. It's a good year. That video is a debut, and hopefully we can see some more changes coming. I know he said at the end of the video he's going to be talking about maps and all the other stuff, so I'm excited. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. Definitely subscribe for more like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.